Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Audrey. If you're returning, welcome back. Today's video is a Q&A. I asked you guys over on Instagram if you guys want to see like color street, how I put on my nails, or a Q&A. And Q&A won by just a little bit. So it's kind of a late video. Sorry, this week's just been crazy, but I'm getting it out to you guys. It's a late night, so I lit a candle and I have some milk and cookies, and I hope that you guys are grabbing some milk and cookies and enjoying them with me. And let's go ahead and jump on. I asked you guys over on Instagram, like I said, for some questions, and I got some good ones. So I've done a Q&A before. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it over here, wherever, in the cards. However, I don't think I had 1,000 followers then. So now that I have 1,000, I figured how fun would it be to do another one and see what you guys have to ask me. And if you guys have more questions, comment them down below. I love talking with you guys. So if you guys want to know anything else about me, leave them down below. All right, let's go ahead and get started. The first question, there's like no order to these guys. Is jumping into what I do for like a living. It's what grade do you teach? So yes, I do teach high school. I always knew I wanted to be a teacher ever since I was a little girl, probably like all the way back to 5th grade. I just knew I wanted to teach. I didn't know at that time like what I wanted to be, but once I got to high school, I definitely knew I wanted to be a math teacher, and that's what I teach. I teach high school math, and I absolutely love it. It's definitely like my calling, what I wanted to do. And I do think that being a teacher and having a family is like the perfect thing, because I'm home every night, home on the holidays, and I get all summer with my beautiful little girls. If you're new here, I have a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old. Both of them are daughters, and they're just amazing. I love them. Okay, next question is, where are you originally from? I am originally born in Quebec and kind of moved everywhere. I talked about that in my last Q&A, but I've lived in California, in Mississippi, and now I live in North Dakota, which I never thought I would have lived here, but here I am. And it's cold here, guys, if you haven't been here. One of the questions here is, do you think you'll always live in North Dakota? I honestly didn't know we were gonna move here to begin with. So it's kind of hard to say, like, do I think I'll always live here? I kind of have family everywhere now, and I would be okay with eventually moving, but I do think that this is a good place to like raise my family. I do wish that we were able to see family more often, but we try the best we can, especially over summertime, to see family. And so I don't know, I guess like time will tell if we'll live here. I don't think forever, but maybe, who knows? It's not a bad place to live. It's just not as busy, which I've kind of gotten used to. What made me move to North Dakota? Corrie. Corrie and his work, actually, he found a job here in North Dakota, originally not in the oil field. So he moved here, or like he moved here first, yeah, to do like welding. And then I said, I'm coming along with, and here I am still. We've been here for, it's gonna be going on 8 years, I think. It's crazy. Time just flies. I don't even get it. So we moved here because of Corrie finding a job. Let's go into, do you want more kids? This is like a question I got a few times, which I think is like a question you always ask somebody, right? I would love to have another baby, but I have to convince Corrie. So I know he watches these. I don't know if he's so convinced. Having a 2 and a 3-year-old, kids back to back, there's so many pluses about it, guys. They're like best friends. I absolutely love it. But it is, you can have your hands full. You mamas out there, and people know that just having kids back to back can be a lot of work. But I wouldn't change it for the world. So my answer is I would love to have another. I'm open to another. We'll just see what time. I don't know, with time. Who knows? Okay. Let's do, how did you pick your girls' names? Now, if you've been with me for a while and watched my channel, yes, my girls do kind of have like unique names. My older daughter's name is Callie Rose, and Corrie and I met in California. So I always loved that his name starts with a C, my name starts with an A, our initials like are CA, then like California. And so I fell in love with the name Callie, C-A-L-I, like right away when we started dating. And I would always just tell him like, I love that name. I think that'll be the perfect name to name our daughter one day. And then Rose came from his grandmother's name, which she was the sweetest lady. And honestly, I just think Callie Rose's name is just perfect for her. It's hyphenated, it's unique. And yes, we always call her Callie Rose. Some of her friends call her Kelly, but for the most part, she introduces herself as Callie Rosie, and that is what she likes to be called. My second daughter, who is 2, she is a Novalee, and honestly, I had never heard that name before. Like, if you would have asked me, even when I was pregnant with Callie Rose, like, what's my other daughter like gonna be named one day, I would have never said a Novalee. I just never had even heard of that name. But I had a student who was very similar name, not the exact same. And I knew that I love that my older daughter had a Rose. So I love floral, feminine names. And so I wanted Lee, which is like a fleur de lis in Quebec, is where I'm from originally. And so I wanted that to be part of her name, like a fleur de lis, a lily. So it is spelled L-Y-S in Quebec, where I'm from. So I thought that would be really unique, and I just loved it. So right away, I fell in love with the name Anova, like new. So I have my California Rose and I have my New Lily. So I love their names. They're totally unique. Anovalee, we do say Anovalee quite a bit, but she does have quite a few nicknames. We call her Novi, Noni, sister. You know, she is just so spunky and full of life, and I love it. And her name totally fits her. Okay, so next question. And I'm drinking some. Okay. Okay, so one question. Sorry, there's no order to these. One of the other questions was, what does your hubs do for work? No, we're not married. He's asking for me to ask him. It's not gonna happen. Anyway, he does like oil filled, so like a pumper. What grade do you teach? I kind of said that already, but like high school, so 9 through 12, I can really teach, you know, depends on the class you take at that point. It's not that I like teach only freshmen or only sophomores. I just teach a subject. And so if you're taking that subject, I'm one of the teachers. Okay. Favorite and least favorite thing about YouTube. That one's kind of hard. Okay. So there's not really a least favorite thing, but I think that a lot of people don't understand the process behind it. So to become monetized, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and you have to have 4,000 watch hours. So it really does help my channel if you watch like the whole thing all the way through or watch all my videos. I really appreciate every single one of you who does. And I hit 1,000 subscribers recently, and then you can start actually making money. So I really do love that part of YouTube. That's not why I started YouTube, which is another question that I'm about to get to. It's kind of a funny story. so that's like one thing that I like is the opportunity that YouTube has, but I love to share my life. So I love that I'm able to share with people, friends, family, some of my favorite recipes, cleaning motivation, mommy motivation. I've been able to reconnect like friendships that it's been years since I've talked to these people, and I absolutely love that. Like I think sharing, you know, my kids, my life with people and having something positive these days out there on social media is exactly what I want. The second thing, the second part of this question was, what's your least favorite thing? I think that the hard part is like balance for me. And so it's not really a YouTube negative thing. It's more for me, like editing the videos takes me a long time. And filming these, like I usually film at night because I just don't want to take the time away from my family. And so, you know, I'm filming pretty late tonight, and that's because I didn't want to take that time away from my kids. I don't think that's something negative. I just need to get better at working the time, if that makes sense. Okay, next question. You guys had so many good ones. What inspired you to start your YouTube channel? Since I said that I would tell you guys, this is such a funny story. When we first moved to North Dakota, we had cable because at the time, like everyone had cable. I don't even know what you'd watch if you didn't have cable. And I was obsessed with the Kardashians. And so I would come home from work and watch the Kardashians. And at the time I had 3 jobs when we first moved here. And so I went to sit down to watch TV one day and like work on, I was getting my master's at the time. So that was like a whole nother story. 3 jobs and getting your master's is not easy. I go to turn on the TV and it's like, no cable, check your like plugs. And I'm thinking everything's like plugged in, what's going on? So I call Corrie and I said, okay, like help me out here. What am I supposed to do? And he just said, well, I was mad at the cable company. So I just shut off our cable. And I just like froze, didn't even know what to do. And so he's like, just watch something else. And I go, Corrie, there's like nothing else to watch on TV. Like, what am I supposed to do? And he's like, Audrey, we have a smart TV. Just like figure it out. So then I was like, okay, what are these other like app things, right, on your smart TV? And one of them was YouTube. And I'm thinking, oh, what is YouTube? Like, I didn't even know at the time. Oh my gosh. So I turn on YouTube and there's like all these like fun, crazy videos that I just never even knew was out there. Isn't that like crazy? So I started watching like vloggers and, you know, inspirational videos and mommy videos. And I just got more and more into it over that next year. And I just kept telling Corrie, like, I want to do something like that. And he just was like so supportive and said, yeah, do it. So for the next few years, of course, like, I think it takes a lot of like kind of guts, and you kind of have to know what you're doing. And honestly, I had no idea when I started like what I was doing, and Corrie helped me so much. He actually got me the camera that you guys are like watching me on right now, and like got a ring light, and he's built a computer. Like, he's just been so supportive this whole time with it. And so I just started. That is what inspired me to start, not having cable. I think that's so like, I don't even know. But that's the honest truth, guys. There were so many mamas out there that inspired me to want to do this too. Okay, so next thing. Favorite hobby other than YouTube? Definitely has to be my kids, but other than my kids, like, I just love hanging out with my girls. We do so much together. They're like my 2 little best friends. I love cooking and baking. Those are definitely like hobbies of mine, but I love to like make things. Like, woodworking has been a new hobby. I know how to crochet and knit and sew, and I love like scrapbooking and taking pictures. And I definitely love like interior design or like party decor, like a party decorator type thing. So I have a lot of extra hobbies, and trust me, sometimes I'm like, I don't have enough time in a day for all these extra things I like to do. Okay, so another thing is Corrie just went downstairs. The girls were having a movie night. It's kind of late, but it says Favorite and least favorite thing about Corrie. Okay, I can go on and on about my favorite things. I think that Corrie is one of the people who can make me genuinely like laugh and smile. We started dating, we were best friends. So like we've never lost that. He just cracks me up. Like he is so silly, and our girls definitely got that from him. He's like a kid, honestly. I think he's like my third kid, really. Anyway, he's watching this, so he's gonna he's gonna love me saying that. Anyway, least favorite thing is more like little pet peeves. Corrie likes to leave things around, like everywhere. And I love him, but he just literally, like, probably the number one is he'll like leave his toothpaste open in the bathroom on the counter every single day for like the last 11 years. Which is fine. Those are the little things. I can handle that. I can do that every day. But least favorite things, it's like little pet peeves like that. Okay. Favorite show right now. That one is hard. I had to think about that one. So my favorite show of all time is probably like Keeping Up with the Kardashians back when I watched cable. But honestly, have you guys seen Gossip Girl? Gossip Girl, I absolutely love that. I love that show. That's probably one of the only shows like I've watched from beginning to end. I started in a lot of other things like back in college, before I'd watch YouTube, but now all I really watch is YouTube. Sometimes I'll watch a few movies, definitely kid movies with my daughters. Okay, let's see. Oh, do you plan on this being your forever home? So most of you guys know this is our new house, and we just moved in this year. This is our first home. It's been so just amazing, and I feel so blessed and so happy. Honestly, this feels like a dream house to me. So it's hard to even feel like we would ever move. Do I think we'll move one day? Yes, but like not anytime soon. This has been even better than I could have imagined, like having our first home. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. It said, how did you and your husband meet? So, okay, Corrie and I met in high school. He was our stat boy for soccer. So we met then. I think he like knew me and I knew him possibly like in school before then, but like actually meeting, getting to know each other, becoming friends, we met in high school. So over 11 years ago, we started dating, and yeah, that's how we met. Okay, so the last two questions are mainly about teaching, and it says, what do you teach? Math. And how is everything going teaching wise? Honestly, it's been pretty good. We do hybrid, so it's like half on, half off days. And I put everything on the computer so that students can still learn from home. So really, I've been able to adjust. And I think that's like the biggest thing in life to remember right now is that sometimes you have to be flexible and you're not really in control. Even though I'm a type A person, I have to keep telling myself that. Sometimes you have to be willing to go with the flow. So yeah, those are all the questions that you guys asked me. And my next video, I'm super excited. It is a get it all done video, which I absolutely love making those for you guys. So stay tuned on Sunday for that video. And I am thinking about doing Vlogmas this year. Comment down below, yes or no, should I do it? I hope that you guys really enjoyed this Q&A, and if you guys have more questions, definitely comment down below. If you guys have like more that I should make a part 2, I will. If not, then I'll just answer them down below. But don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys. We don't have cable. I mean, I have Netflix. Okay. I don't even know. Okay. Okay, so I don't really watch TV, guys. I watch YouTube. So favorite show right now, or like of all time, I don't even know. Oh, why is this so hard for me? Probably gonna have like chocolate in my teeth. Trying to think of this. I think I got one. Okay. I probably have chocolate in my teeth. Okay, like, oh, I could eat more than 3 cookies. Totally a math teacher cup. One of my coworkers got it for me. I'm probably gonna have a milk mustache.